Welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. Today's video is for you, Libra, for the week of January 9th. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you have watched before, welcome back. What I'm going to do for you today is just a quick kind of relationship spread, kind of get the energy of you and your romantic interest, whoever that may be, whoever we're looking into, get their energy going into it and kind of get an idea of the dynamic going on. That way you have a little bit of forewarning, some information going into it. That way you are prepared rather than blindsided. If any of these messages don't quite make sense, if they're vague or, just don't seem like they match, I do have a second deck here to clarify should that happen. We have a lot of major arcana here. So, Libra, over here, these three is your romantic energy, your relationship energy, however you want to word it. This is your love energy going into that week. And this over here, Libra, is your interest energy, so you have an idea. So since this video is about you, Libra, I'm going to start with you. Starting it off, Ace of Wands, inspiration, creativity. It's the beginning of new ideas. A good thing, well, can be. Sometimes new ideas lead to bad outcomes, but the energy that you're bringing into it is new, is fresh. There is a new thought process that has occurred. More than likely, whatever has gone on with you last week, you are able to power through it and figure out new ways to succeed, new ways to move on. Now, that's followed up by the Chariot. Chariot is a powerful, fast-moving action, a plan to establish moving forward to a new phase. However, there's one very big thing to know. The Chariot, while it does have two people pulling forward, they're both not pulling in the same direction. 100%. There's deviation. They are, with their ideas, they are moving in a different direction, kind of. Like they hit a fork in the road. So while the Chariot itself is still moving forward, the more these people pull apart, eventually it's going to break and the Chariot will stop, which means the relationship has stopped. Not a good outcome, but that comes from seeing things from different points of view. Your end goal is no longer the same. So if they want to go to this restaurant and you want to go to that restaurant, you both can't win. Something's going to have to come back in line. Whereas right now, you two, whatever this idea is that you have, is going in a different direction from the other side of this relationship, from whoever this person is, Libra. Now, that leads into Justice. Justice is pretty much exactly that. It's resolution, it's mutual understanding, coming to an agreement. I don't think this is so much you coming to an agreement with your partner, but more so you coming into an agreement with yourself. Now, there may be agreement with them, but I don't think that it's just cut and dry, that it's you have come to an understanding. Well, I should say that you've come to an agreement. I think this is more so you have come to an understanding that this is how it has to be, that you guys are going to have diverging goals instead of the same one. As long as those goals are still coming to the same end, like if the goal is to make money, I'll use the most basic one I can, and the original goal was you both will get a job at the same place to make money at the same rate. But now the idea is, well, this person's going to work here at a different place, and this person, you, are going to work at a different place. You're still making money. You're still operating to the same goal. So all that hopefully made sense. But to simplify, you have new ideas that are changing the course of the relationship. More than likely, these are holdover ideas from the week, maybe the month before. Likely it's, from an argument that changed your viewpoint on what this relationship actually is. And then you have come to an understanding with yourself and with your partner. I can't say that they have actually come to an understanding with you. And from what it's looking like, I don't think it is as it seems. So let's talk about that is as it seems, which is your romantic interest. This person has a little bit of different energy coming at them. Bringing some weird conflicting energies and messaging into this week. But I have a good idea what's going on. So let me describe what these mean first, and then I'll tell you what I see. You have the Six of Wands, which is victory, which is power couple. It's a willpower. It's victory through willpower, sheer effort, sheer force. It is victory. It is the march to success. It is the belief that you are a power couple. You have wind at your sails. I'm gonna put this here because it is going to really matter with that Chariot. I will explain. Then you have Temperance. Temperance is exactly that. Temperance is seeking balance, understanding. They are the person who they're going for it, but they're erring on the side of caution. They're cautionary. They're being balanced with their yeses and nos. But this is a front because they have that Two of Swords, which is the refusing to see the issues that exist. This person is bringing a problem into this. And that problem is that they're showing a front that is not genuine. They have, and I don't even think that they know that it is entirely genuine, because they are refusing to see the problem that is going on. And especially if they're the problem, then you don't want to think you're the problem. I mean, nobody wants to think they're the problem, Libra. I'm sure you don't want to think you're the problem. Your partner, unless they are a psychopath, doesn't believe that they're the problem either. So what they're coming into it is with this, they're deceiving themselves. They're refusing to acknowledge that there's a problem because they see that as their counter to the Chariot. They see that this victory power couple, this epic force, is going to pull that Chariot with even more strength. But your idea, your new method, isn't exactly what they understand, isn't exactly what they think it is. You think it's a cake, they think it's a pie. I mean, yeah, it's two different things, but they heard sweet and fluffy, so they think it's a pie when it's really a cake, and that's probably the weirdest analogy I could come up with. But they think that they are in line with your thought, but they are not. And that Temperance is their answer to your judgment, or to your justice, I'm sorry. Your justice is that resolution, it's that understanding. You understand them, but you understand yourself in the situation. They only understand the situation. They don't understand you. They are putting forward that front. And it may not be that they don't want to it may not be that they don't know how to understand. I'm not saying they're oblivious, but that's where this Two of Swords. They don't want to understand. They don't want to, because they know that that could lead to the realization that they're holding you back. They are reluctant. They have so much reluctant energy going into this. It's gonna be it's a very confusing situation to really dig through, because this person is really going to be putting forward powerful understanding and success-driven emotion, but it's real, but it's also fake. I would say it's a lot more fake than real. I would say this epic success-driven compliance with your ideas is not as much victory as it is compensation for them not really being where they need to be. Wherever this weird energy that they have is coming from is not genuine. It is not. It may be to them, but the energy itself, the messaging itself, this is not a genuine person's response to your ideas. And you know that. You will see it. You will see it. Just pay attention to the signs. You will see it. And you need to channel their energy. And a lot of times, like, I don't even want to say channel their energy, but take a lesson from it and exercise temperance yourself. Use their power against them to your advantage. If you want this Ace of Wands, if you want this new idea, which is going to help move the chariot forward, you need to really capitalize on their reluctance, but you also need to go into it with a tempered hand as well. Know where the boundaries are, know what you can and you cannot do. Know your boundaries and stay within them, but don't sit on it, because this person, they could change in the flip of a switch. All it takes is the blindfold to come off, and all this BS energy that they're throwing into it is gone, and they're right back into the whole reason why this chariot has been slowed. Keep that in mind. So, Libra, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate your time. Hopefully this resonated with you, and with that, Libra, I will see you next week.